Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to the Athletics and Wellness Center, the campus of Earlham College, as we bring you HCAC men's basketball. Tonight, the Earlham Quakers at 6-15 overall, 2-12 in conference play will host the Engineers of Rose-Hulman, who come in at 10-11 overall and 8-6 in conference play. I'm Troy Darengowski. Great to have you with us here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. The Quakers hoping to finish out the season strong. They have 3 games remaining tonight against Rose, Saturday on the road against Bluffton, and then the season finale against Mount St. Joe right here at the Athletics and Wellness Center on February 18th. Quakers rallied in fact, they were down by 17 just 2 games ago against Defiance. They won that ball game 74-72. Losing their last game, though, very competitive against Anderson by a final of 80-70. Meanwhile, Rose-Hulman right in the thick of things to get one of the 6 playoff spots in the conference. They've won 3 out of their last 4. They had wins on the road at Hanover and Bluffton, and then they ended up knocking off Franklin before dropping a home contest against Mount St. Joe 76-68 their last time out. Right now, Rose sits in 4th place, tied with Transylvania at 8-6 with just 3 games to go. But if they win tonight, they're guaranteed one of those playoff spots because right now they have a 3-game lead over Bluffton and Manchester in the standings, so a win tonight will assure them of one of those 6 playoff spots. When we come back on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, we're going to hear from head coach Jason Polikoff, get his thoughts about his team as they go into tonight's action. We'll have the scouting report on this Rose-Hulman basketball team, the HCAC report, and as always, the tale of the tape is coming up in just a few moments. Stay right there. This is Earlham Basketball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Last time you and I sat on this bench, I talked about a team that you were playing at that time. They got hot. Happened to go through game notes earlier today. Happened to see that they're winning 3 out of their last 4. Lost a tough one their last time out. I don't know if it's just coincidence or what it is that you're playing another team that's playing well right now.
Yeah, coincidence, I guess. Rose-Hulman is playing well. They had one particular player who plays for them who's been hurt, so he's been back, and that's been helping. Well, 2 players, actually. And that's been helping them out. And they have some experienced players, which helps. So they're playing well. We still are extremely confident that if we play the way we're capable of playing, that we'll come out on top. But we know it's going to be a dogfight for sure.
one thing about when you look at them, the last time you played them, again, they shot extremely well. The numbers point that out. You turn them over 21 times. But again, what is it about another team? Though it wasn't here, they shot extremely well.
If I knew the answer. And the thing about it, it's, in all season, it's not as if we're giving them wide open looks. I mean, they're hitting shots with pans in the face. Again, it goes back to, I think, what I said in the past. Teams look at Earlham, or at least have looked at Earlham, and come in with a little bit more confidence. It's a team that hadn't seen a whole lot of success on the scoreboard. So, I can come out here and miss or make them. We're still going to find a way to win. So when you shoot with that kind of confidence, I guess it goes in. Our game plan this evening is to find a way to shut down some of those shooters. And, we say, control what you can control. If you can force a contested shot, if it goes in, I mean, what can you do about it? If we allow open shots, that's on us.
Coach, I wasn't very successful as a head coach. My numbers would prove that. But I'm kind of like Dick Vitale. You get into the broadcast booth as quickly as you can. But I used to stand there sometimes when those teams shot that well and just shake my head. What do you do as a head coach when you know you're playing good defense and they still go in?
You try to look, and this has been our mantra since I've been at Earlham, but mostly this year too. You just try to look at the positives. You try to harp on the guys. Hey, you guys played outstanding defense, and they hit a tough shot. Let's continue to do that. Nobody can do that for 40 minutes, although against us they've come close. So it's, you just look for the positive. What are you doing well? Continue to do what you're doing well. And it's the same thing, wins and losses. We lose a couple close games. Guys, look, we're playing better. I know we lost, and you guys, you look at wins and losses, and that matters to you, but look, we're playing better. We're moving in the right direction. And you just harp on those things, the small victories. I read something recently about Chris Collins over at Northwestern, and he's obviously done a great job over there, and they might win, might make the tournament this year, and first time ever in history. And basically his idea was when he got over there and tried to change the culture of the program, it was to focus on those small victories because scoreboard success, winning usually comes last, right? So you focus on following the game plan properly, getting into the gym early, getting extra cardio in, all the little things that lead up to winning. And that's what we've done this year. We really tried to focus on the positive that we're doing as a program and as a culture. And it's all going in the right direction. So despite the fact that, we had lofty goals as a team of where we wanted to be at the end of the year, despite not being there, we also know that we've exceeded a lot of expectations. And, we're not content with this, but we have more wins this year than they've had since 2006, 2007. So we're moving in the right direction. And, just constantly reminding guys that it is a process, so let's harp on the things that we're doing well and continue to do them.
You turned them over, as I said, 21 times your last time out. Can you duplicate that again tonight?
We may. With the way we played last time, we had a larger roster at the time. We didn't have as many banged-up bodies, but we might throw some stuff out there again just to try to keep them on their toes. You have to expect they're going to prepare for it as well. Our main objective, though, when we played them last time, really it was one player that went off. Two players in particular scored a majority of their points. And our goal is now to keep that player from repeating what he did last time. If we can do that, we know we have we have enough in our toolbox on both ends to make it a game and put ourselves in position to win. And if we have to speed them up a little bit or pressure them a little bit at some points, then we're going to do it. Whatever is going to help us get more points than them at the end.
Coach, you beat a Defiance team 2 games ago, and you were down, I think, 17 in that ball game. You come back to win. That had to mean a lot for you guys.
That's what we do. We have never had – go look. None of our games, none of our wins have been easy. It would be nice to just win one by 12. But, yeah, no, that's what our guys do. They, and it's a credit to them. They, since the beginning of the season, when we get down, we never really think we're out of it. We seem to be a little bit even more focused when we're down. I would love it if we could be focused from the beginning and not have to worry about it. But, that's just their MO. They don't stop. There's no quit in them. And they're going to keep fighting, whether we're down 17 or 5 or 30, they keep fighting. And, that's what makes me really excited about the future with this young group, that you can't teach that type of that type of non-quit. I don't know if that's a phrase or not, but you can't teach that kind of fight, and they have it in them. So that's exciting for the future.
Coach, as you mentioned, a little bit short-handed tonight, so your bench won't be quite as long as it normally is. How does that change your game plan tonight?
I mean, it changes slightly. It's just really next man up. That's the way we've been preaching it. When the chips are stacked against you, what are you made of? And we were shorthanded against Defiance. We came back and won that game. We were shorthanded against Anderson, and we're one of the top teams in the conference. We made it a game. So, you just don't harp on it, and you just, next guy up, it's your turn. Make something happen, make a play. We're also going to rely a little bit on the offensive end. We've been relying on Elijah Wilson-Thomas, who's had an unbelievable past few games. In fact, I personally thought he should have been Player of the Week in the conference, and got robbed, if you will, of that this past week. So we're going to rely on him to help us on the offensive end, and we will have our leading scorer, Darryl Hutchison, back for tonight, which will help us out for sure on the offensive end as well. So, we are still shorthanded, but we have a few key pieces, still in the lineup. So we're excited. We'll see what happens.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks so much.
There once again for the Quakers, head coach Jason Polikoff as they enter this one here tonight, as we mentioned, looking to finish out strong. Scouting report is coming up next. We'll take a look at this Engineer basketball team. As we mentioned, they've won 3 out of their last 4. That's coming up next as we continue right here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
I am your physician.
I am your caregiver.
I am your spiritual support.
I am here to help you be independent
and achieve your optimal health.
But I am also a cancer survivor.
I am living with diabetes.
I am a chef.
And an artist.
I am your neighbor.
I am the face of Reed Health.
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 Reed Health, right beside you.
Back once again here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. We'd mentioned Rose-Hulman coming in, a chance to lock up a playoff spot tonight. They've won 3 out of their last 4, though they lost a tough one to Mount St. Joe in overtime, 76-68. Last time these two teams got together, they knocked off Earlham 82-66. Now listen to the shooting numbers in their last game, 68%. That's right, 68%, 53% from three-point range. That shows you how well they shot the last time out. They're led by Charlie Imoni. Imoni, by the way, 17.1 points per game, 6.6 rebounds. Watch for Imoni tonight. Also Stephen Sheath, averaging about 7.8, and then they'll bring Colin Wojcik off the bench, averaging about 13.5 points per game. Quakers did turn them over 21 times their last time out. They will score about 75 points per game, but giving up about 74, so they can be scored on. Quakers are hoping tonight that they can turn them over, and that will lead into some easy baskets in this matchup here this evening. The scouting report has been brought to you by Harrington Oak Insurance, where they spend every day working to make our community better, safer, and more enjoyable, because their focus is on insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes and are a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal, life, or health. That's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Oak insures it. Give them a call at 962-9502 or go to their website, harringtonhoak.com. Harrington Hoke, we got it. The Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show will continue. We'll take a look at the latest standings going into tonight's action. That is coming up next. This is Earlham Men's Basketball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond.
Latest HCAC men's basketball standings. 3 teams have now clinched to make it to the 6-team HCAC tournament. Hanover, Mount St. Joe, and Anderson. Hanover and Mount St. Joe both at 12-2. Anderson 11-3. Transylvania and Rose-Hulman, both those teams are 8-6. Again, they win tonight, they clinch. Bluffton and Manchester, both 5-9. They would have to see Transylvania and Rose-Hulman lose out in order to qualify for the tournament. Then it's down to tiebreakers. Manchester again at 5-9, Bluffton 5-9. Defiance 4-10, Franklin 3-11, and Earlham is at 2-12. Here are the other games tonight. Franklin is at Hanover, Manchester at Anderson, Mount St. Joe at Transylvania, and Bluffton is on the road at Defiance. Let's go ahead and do the tail of the tape as we get set for this one here tonight. Give you a side-by-side of these two teams, as we will also give you the starting lineups for this one tonight, and you can take a look at the tail of the tape between these two teams here this evening. First off, for the Engineers, Stephen Sheath will get the start, 6'3", and a junior out of Indianapolis, averaging 7.8 points per game. He wears number 10. Wade Stallings, a 5'6" senior out of Indianapolis, averaging 4.7 points per game. Stallings will wear number 11. Charlie Amoni will get the start, 6'6", a sophomore out of Terre Haute, averaging 17.1 points per game. Amoni will wear number 21. Nick McGrail is 6'5" and a sophomore out of Springboro, Ohio, averaging 6.8 points per game. McGrail wears number 30. And John Zarnecki, 6'6" and a freshman out of Bettendorf, Iowa, averaging 8.7 points per game. Zarnecki wearing number 50. So it'll be Sheath, Stallings, Amoni, McGrail, and Zarnecki tonight for the Engineers. For the Quakers, Elijah Wilson-Thomas, 6'2" and a junior out of Goldsboro, North Carolina, averaging 11.6 points per game. He wears number 5. Kenneth Stallings, 6'3" and a freshman out of Gary, Indiana, averaging 5.6 points per game, wears number 12. Blake Bonin, 5'8" and a sophomore, averaging 7.3 points per game out of Crown Point, Indiana. He wears number 30. LeJay Kelly, 6'5" and a senior out of Carson, California, averaging 3.6 points per game. He wears number 33. And John Sacaleros scheduled to start tonight. We'll wait and see if that's going to be the case, or will they go ahead and start Daryl Hutchison. But right now it looks like it's Sacaleros, 6'5" and a freshman out of Crown Point, Indiana, averaging 2.4 points per game. He wears number 42. So again, for the Quakers, it's Elijah Wilson-Thomas, Stallings, Bonin, Kelly, and Sacaleros. We'll come back. The tip-off is coming up in just a few moments. Stay right there. This has been the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today, or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, Richmond Power and Light is advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. For more information on Richmond Power and Light, go to their website at rp-l.com. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Hey, tonight's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, just $3.50. It is a Wednesday. It's the turkey breast. Tomorrow will be the Italian BMT, and then Friday the tuna. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway. Eat fresh. We are almost ready to get this one underway. Should mention it looks like Kamari Hunter is going to be inserted into the starting lineup. By the way, Kamari is suffering from the flu, so this is his, as they would call it, his flu game. And we know that players that play sick generally have a tendency to play really well because they're playing loose. They're not thinking much about it, but now I notice he is not starting, so they will go and start, though, in the starting lineup, which we thought might happen, Daryl Hutchison. Now there he is. There's Kamari right there. So it will be Kamari Hunter. He was hidden behind a couple of other players, so he is in the starting lineup playing with the flu tonight, 6'2", and a senior out of Long Beach, California. So here we go. HCAC basketball here from the Athletics and Wellness Center. Sheath, Stallings, Amoni, McGrail, and Zarnecki. And again, Rose-Hulman will be in their traveling dark uniforms, the Quakers in their home whites. As you see the Quakers come out on the floor, we're ready to get this one underway. Thanks for being with us. Looks like the Engineers going to go a defensive jump on this one. They put everybody on the right side of the floor. You see it, Stallings the deep of the 5 players. So Zarnecki jumping it up in the middle against John Sakaleros. And the tip will be won by the Engineers. Here we go. Quakers losing the last time to Rose-Hulman by a final of 82-66. McGrail on the high post. Zarnecki to Stallings on the right wing. Lob pass underneath to Amoni. Fires up and gets it. Good start tonight for Rose-Hulman. Averaging 17.1 points per game, and they'll go inside to him a lot tonight. Here's Hunter on the right elbow with a left-hand dribble. Now it'll be Bonin between the circles, looking to his right. Bounce pass onto the high post to Hutchison. Darrow one dribble, hands off to Hunter. Now it'll be Sakaleros straight away. Entry pass to Hutchison down in the low block. Back once again to Wilson Thomas. Jumper good, and he's hot right now for the Quakers. 27 points against Anderson. Rose-Hulman wasting no time getting back in the half-court offense. Zarnecki will go to Sheath. Down low, Amoni. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay right here. Imoni not just a scorer at 17.1 points per game, but he's averaging nearly 7 rebounds per contest coming into this one here tonight. Sheath, the junior guard out of Chittard High School in Indianapolis, will inbound. And they'll kick it out front to McGrail. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Sheath off the left wing. Stallings straight away. Back once again to the left to Zarnecki, and we've got a moving screen called against. I think they got Imoni on that one. Nope, they're going to get McGrail instead, so that's good news if you're a Rose-Hulman fan that they don't get the foul on Imoni. Coming into the ball game will be Eli Combs. Combs coming in, a 6'5 freshman out of Bloomfield, Indiana. He'll wear number 54. It's an early substitution for Nick McGrail. Hutchison with the basketball. Bonin in the back door. Cut nothing there. Hunter with a right-hand dribble. Pulls up just inside the three-point line. Misses. And the rebound by Imoni. And Imoni will bring the ball up the floor himself. Here is Combs straight away. Stallings looking inside. Zarnecki got the position. Missed the shot as he took it up over an outstretched arm of Sakaleros. Wilson Thomas with the basketball. Here's Hunter. Top of the key with a left-hand dribble. Back outside again to Bonin. 18-14 to go. Here in the opening period, or should say opening half of play, we're tied at 2 apiece. Here's Wilson Thomas with the basketball. 2 dribbles, gives it off down to Bonin. Top of the key against Stallings. Bonin will shovel the pass down to Hunter. Crosses to the left hand. Kicks it back outside to Hutchison from 16. Left it short. Rebound by Sheath. Here come the Engineers once again. Sheath across the timeline. It will be met there by Wilson Thomas. Imoni gives it off to Sheath. They'll go down low now to Combs on the block. Skip pass will find Stallings in the corner here. Sheath for 3. Got it. Sheath with his first 3, averaging nearly 8 points per game. And the Quakers down in this one by 3. Bonin on the drive. Stallings will get called for the block. Well, we have seen Stallings for the last 4 years, a very solid player at a North Central High School in Indianapolis. And they're one of the top high school teams in the state again this year. Here is Hutchison on the drive, and they'll say he carried it. Turnover for the Quakers. Darrell trying to make something happen here in the opening half of play. Don't forget you can go to GoEarlham.com for all the live stats throughout the ball game as well. Quakers will make a change. A 1-4 high offense here for Stallings. Here is Combs underneath, getting behind the defense is Imoni, and he lays it in for his second basket of the night, and the Quakers down 7-2, just over 17 minutes remaining here in the first half. Here's Wilson Thomas driving, floater on the way, no. Rebound Sakaleros, and the Quakers get a fresh 30. Bonin out front against Stallings. Bonin, a very, very good point guard, the freshman out of Crown Point. Hunter will give it up now to Wilson Thomas, driving with the left hand, right hand layup good, and he's fouled. Elijah Wilson Thomas now with 4 and a chance to complete the 3-point play. Combs will pick up the foul. That's going to be his first. And leaving the ball game for the Quakers will be Kamari Hunter. And he'll be replaced by Bailey Stewart, the freshman out of Northeastern High School in Fountain City. Free throws on the way and good, and Elijah off to a good start. He has all 5 points for the Quakers. It's a 2-point ball game. Quakers a little half-court trap. Imoni with the basketball. Boy, he had Combs wide open and missed him underneath. Take that back. That was actually Zarnecki. Here's Zarnecki spinning with the left hand, and he will be fouled. And Zarnecki will go to the line for 2. And Zarnecki had a huge advantage underneath. Zarnecki at about 6'6". Bailey Stewart might go about 6'2". And Rose-Hulman saw that mismatch immediately. And here's Zarnecki at the line. Zarnecki at 67% at the free throw line, misses the first. We mentioned the Quakers shorthanded tonight. Nick Sands, he is out. Cheney Zolman, he is out. They're also without and have been Isaiah Ware for a while. As Zarnecki hits the free throw, and it's a 3-point ball game. And a little press put on here by Rose-Hulman. Skip pass. Bailey Stewart able to save that one going out of bounds. And they'll set it back outside now to Bonin. Quakers still have 17 on the shot clock. Here's Hutchison driving against the double team. Off the front of the rim, no good. Ball tipped, and coming away with it will be Eli Combs for Rose-Hulman. Here's Stallings. Stallings, quickness in the lane, dumps it back to Combs, 17 feet away, can't get the roll. Ball will be tipped. Elijah Wilson Thomas saves it, but saves it to Combs. Here's Imoni for 3, good. Boy, second chance opportunities hurting the Quakers that time, and Imoni now has 7. Quakers will have to rebound better than this. Down by 6, 15:38 to go. Here's Hutchison driving, missing. Ball tipped inside, and coming away with it will be Sheath. Now for Rose-Hulman. Quick outlet pass, now to Stallings. Lead pass inside. Zarnecki layup good. Quakers may need to get a timeout. Zarnecki with the basket, 13-5, and Zarnecki now with 3. Quakers will make a change, and we have a whistle away from the basketball, and they're going to check out the face of John Sakaleros. I don't know if he took a shot to the eye, but he's the official underneath taking a look at that left eye, and apparently he's going to be okay. We're going to see a change here for the Quakers. LeJay Kelly will come in. Hutchison will sit down. And a change here is Colin Wojcik will come in out of Schererville, Indiana, played at Andrean High School. Wojcik coming off the bench, a 6'5 senior, averaging 13.5 points per game. Quaker basketball. Wilson Thomas looks to Kelly, nothing there. Shovels the pass to Bailey Stewart. Here's LeJay Kelly with a left-hand drive, hard off the glass, missed it. Ball loose, picked up inside by Imoni. And Imoni will bring it across the timeline. Chance to extend the lead even further here for Rose-Hulman. In the ballgame as well as Kyle Steckel. Steckel wearing number 23. Shot fake, Wojcik inside now to Combs. Combs up and under, kicks it back outside to Sheath and around the perimeter. Here's a drive and a feed and a block shot by Sakaleros, but they'll say he got a foul as Eli Combs will go to the line. That's a heck of a pass that time by Wojcik. Combs averaging 4.3 points per game, and Combs at the line at 68%. Sakaleros picking up his first, and the free throw rims in and out. So Rose-Hulman going to the bench. By the way, Kyle Steckel is a 5'11 junior out of Jerseyville, Illinois. Second free throw by Combs. He misses both, and the long rebound by Wilson Thomas will stay at 13-5. 14.5 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. Bonin to the basketball between the circles, now with a right-hand dribble. He'll find Elijah Wilson-Thomas. Wilson-Thomas pulls back. 3, got it! How in the world did he get that one off? And he is on fire, as we mentioned, coming off a 27-point performance against Anderson. Here's Steckel at the right elbow, now with a left-hand dribble. Gives it off on the right side to Wojcik. 3-pointer no good. And the rebound, another 33 in there for the board for the Quakers, LeJay Kelly. Bonin to Kelly, swings it now to Stewart on the left elbow. Once again, Wilson Thomas swings through, gives it up now to Bonin straight away. 17 on the shot clock. The Quakers will reset their offense. Sakaleros to Stewart. Stewart just in front of the Rose-Hulman bench, back out to Wilson Thomas. He'll now put it on the floor with a left-hand dribble. Shovels the pass to LeJay Kelly. Pull-up shot on the way is no good. Ball tipped inside, and there he is again. Charlie Imoni coming up with a rebound, and Imoni will bring it across the 10-second line. Imoni guarded there by Bonin. Stops, gives it outside now to Wojcik. He'll drive down the lane. Basket good. And that's nice to have him coming off the bench, averaging 13.5 points per game. Quakers down 15-8. 13:09 to go here in the first half of play. Bonin, shot fake, drives with the left hand, stops. Bailey Stewart, backdoor cut, reverse layup good. And we've got a timeout on the floor. Quakers will get the timeout. We will take a timeout as well. On your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers down in this one by 5.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
Now Quakers get a timeout. Let's see what the setup here. By the way, one change. We'll see Kenneth Stallings out of Gary, Indiana, checking into the lineup. He wears number 12. We thought maybe he would get the start tonight. They'll bring him off the bench. Here's Steckel with the basketball on the right wing. Lob pass will find Imoni, and it goes out of bounds, last touched by Blake Bonin. And it'll stay Rose-Hulman basketball, still 19 seconds on the shot clock. Quakers really doing a nice job inside right now, making sure that Rose-Hulman does not score off the inbound. We have seen that happen several times this year. Don't want to give up an easy basket. Imoni with the basketball with a left-hand dribble. Kicks it off now to Luke Callahan, who's checked in. Callahan wearing number 40 out of Danville, a 6'7 freshman. The drive by Steckel, shot no good. Rebound put back good inside, and he immediately pays dividends. Kyle Callahan with his bucket, averaging 4.8 points per game, and he gets his first two off another rebound. Quakers again unable to get the offensive, or should say defensive rebound. Here's Stallings, and Elijah Wilson-Thomas unable to reach that one. Turnover, Quakers. And back over now to Rose-Hulman. That's one of those turnovers right there that'll drive a coach nuts. Just an unforced error on a bad pass. And you don't want to give Rose-Hulman, the way they're playing right now, any more opportunities. Steckel will find now Michael Lake, who's also checked in. Lake wearing number 15 out of Cincinnati, played at Oak Hills High School. Steckel straight away. Imoni, three-pointer, good. Boy, I tell you what, something about this building when other teams come in here, they just shoot so well, especially in the first half. And the Quakers down by 10. Bonin on the high post to Kelly. Hands off now to Wilson-Thomas. Elijah looking to his right. Bonin coming off that screen. Now we'll find Bailey Stewart. Stewart with the drive, dumps inside LeJay Kelly. Turnover, Quakers. That is unofficially number 3. Here come the Fighting Engineers once again. Here's Lake. Drives, got away with a charge right there. Ball loose out front, picked up by Steckel. 19 on the shot clock, still plenty of time. Steckel will find Imoni. Imoni now with the right-hand dribble, and we've got a foul on Elijah Wilson-Thomas. He grabbed the cutter coming through the lane. Kamari Hunter will come in. Hutchison back in, and for the first time tonight, we'll see Alex Topolovich for the Quakers. We see Aoki coming in, a freshman out of Long Grove, Illinois, wearing number 31 now for Rose-Hulman. And it'll be Engineers basketball. They got a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Here's Sheath, right side, jumper from 3. That one's good. Wojcik, another three-pointer. And the Quakers find themselves down by 13 here in the first half. Bonin on the high post to Hutchison, hands off now to Hunter. Hunter with a right-hand dribble, looks for an opening, throws it off the glass, can't get it to go, might have been partially blocked, rebounded by Luke Callahan. Back there the way we go. Here's Michael Lake. Back out to Sheath, and they'll swing it around the perimeter to Aoki. Here's a three-pointer on the way, and that one's off the rim by Callahan as he can't get it to go. And here's Kamari Hunter after the rebound across the timeline. Here's Wilson-Thomas bouncing down low now to Hutchison. Hutchison, nothing there. Bonin, three-pointers on the way. That's off the back of the iron. And the rebound, Stephen Sheath for the Engineers. Sheath across the 10-second line. They're looking inside now to Callahan. Callahan working there against Hutchison. Skip pass. Aoki for 3, no good. Long rebound, and guess who gets it? Another one by Callahan. And the Quakers again failing to get a rebound. And another possession now for the Engineers. Here's Sheath out on the high post to Wojcik. Coming off the screen will be Callahan. He'll direct traffic from there. Aoki thought about the 3. Back once again on the right side to Callahan. Out front to Wojcik. Wojcik with a shot fake. Gives it off now to Sheath. His three-pointer good. And another three-pointer. Sheath with his second 3. And the Quakers down by 16 in the first half. Backdoor cut. Elijah Wilson-Thomas tries to feed inside to Hutchison. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Quaker basketball. Eli Combs will come in for Rose-Hulman. And coming in for the Quakers will be Thomas Sanborn. Sanborn, a 6'5 freshman out of Crown Point. Bonin off the screen. It'll be Sanborn back to Bonin. Bonin driving down the lane. Looks to feed it off to Hutchison. It was a little bit behind him. Goes out of bounds. Quakers turn it over, and we've got another Earlham timeout. We'll take a timeout as well as the Quakers trail this one 26-10 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
I am your physician.
I am your caregiver.
I'm your spiritual support.
I am here to help you be independent
and achieve your optimal health.
But I am also a cancer survivor. I am living with diabetes.
I am a chef.
And an artist.
I am your neighbor.
I am the face of Reed Health.
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 Reed Health, right beside you.
Back once again here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. The Quakers get a timeout down by 16. Rose-Hulman basketball. And once again, Earlham will have to step things up defensively. They will go man-to-man right here. McGrail back in the ball game. Here's Sheath, top of the key against Sanborn. Aoki looking down low. Once again to McGrail. Good ball movement around the perimeter to Lake for three. Missed it. Rebound by Sanborn. High to get it there for the Quakers. Bonin quickly crossed the timeline. Now will bounce to Hutchison. Drives in the lane. Shot is on the way. They will wave off that shot. And a foul on the floor. And that's going to go against Nick McGrail. So he picks up his second. He'll come out of the ball game. J.T. Whitaker will come in. Whitaker, 6'8", out of Thorntown, Indiana. Played at Western Boone High School. So they just get bigger at 6'8". Here's the drive and a traveling call against the Quakers. Alex Topolovich traveling. Alex hasn't had the type of year he has hoped he'd had. Of course, injuries early. So he's had to make some adjustments. Quakers will once again look to trap right here. Here's Lake across the timeline. Aoki with the basketball. Quakers able to slow that Rose-Hulman offense up a little bit. Aoki with a shot fake, and he travels with it. Want to remind you again, live stats on GoEarlham.com. You can follow the stats throughout the entire ball game. Right now for the Quakers, Earlham has 5 turnovers, just 2 turnovers by Rose-Hulman. Quakers are shooting 31%. Rose-Hulman shooting 59% here in the first half of play. And, of course, all sports information on GoEarlham.com for the Quakers. Hutchison out on the high post. Sanborn drives, looks to feed it in the corner, goes out of bounds. It was intended for Bonin, and the Quakers turn it over. Elijah Wilson-Thomas will come back in. Blake Bonin will sit down. Another change now for Rose-Hulman is Imoni will come back in. Imoni now with 10 points in the first half, and the Quakers need a stop again right here, down 26-10. Out on the high post, Whitaker. Around the perimeter, left side, Sheath. And again, this is a patient offense. Imoni will find McGrail for 3, and there's another one. And they love that side. Everybody loves that side when it comes to shooting here at the Athletics and Wellness Center and the opposing teams. Quakers down by 19. Topolovich outside to Hutchison. Quickly, here's Sanborn. His three-pointer's an air ball, and Topolovich able to get the offensive rebound, will be fouled by Sheath and go to the line. So Topolovich, chance to put points on the board. 7:36 to go here in the first half. Alex has played in 16 games. His free throw percentage is at only 45. He's only been to the line 20 times, and he'll hit the first of 2. So he has struggled from the free throw line. Wade Stallings will come back in now for Rose-Hulman. And the Quakers right now down by 18. Halftime, we'll check out college basketball and much, much more. including the first half statistics. Second free throw is good. He got a roll. So Topalovic with his first two. Stallings down court pass. Imoni will step on the sideline, and that's the third turnover now by Rose-Hulman. Quakers did a nice job of getting into that press rather quickly. You can do that once you get the free throw made or a basket made. And that time forcing a turnover. Here's Kamari Hunter. Wilson Thomas swinging through, drives, left it short. Whitaker with a rebound. And quickly in the hands of Sheath. Now it'll be Stallings. And they will work it quickly. Imoni with the basketball. Back out to Whitaker. And Sheath at the left elbow. Cutting down the lane. Imoni got by the defender and scores. Excellent pass. And Imoni does a nice job getting off that screen quickly. Here is Topalovic at the left elbow. Sanborn, straightaway three, rims in and out, can't get it to go, and it goes out of bounds off the hands of Topalovic. Back over again to the Engineers. Eli Combs will come in. Nick McGrail again will sit down. Boy, if you're a Rose-Hulman fan, they can go deep. Right now they've gone, 5 or 6 off their bench, and they've gotten a contribution from everybody. Here's Stallings. Stallings underneath. Here's Sheath. Sheath turns, short jump hook, good. Sheath able to get underneath. He has 8 points, and the Quakers down 33-12 here in the first half. And right now Rose-Hulman looking to seal up a playoff berth. Here's Wilson Thomas inside Hutchison, draws the double team and also draws the foul, and that may be J.T. Whitaker. And Whitaker will pick up his first. Here's Daryl Hutchison. Daryl leads the team in scoring at 15.1 points per game, a 65% free throw shooter, and Daryl has struggled so far here tonight. Had 24 the last time these two teams met, and that free throw's no good. Tariq El-Dasugi will come in now for the Quakers. El-Dasugi out of Brebeuf High School in Indianapolis. He's a freshman. Setting down for the Quakers will be Thomas Sanborn. Second free throw by Hutch is on the way and good, so Darrell on the board. And the Quakers down by 20. Just over 6 minutes remaining. Sheath will find Imoni. Nice pass underneath, and kind of a dunk that time by Whitaker. Whitaker got enough of it, but that's good ball movement right there to get it down the floor and beat the press. Ball will go out of bounds, and last touched by Imoni. Well, you have to be impressed right now the way that Rose-Hulman has been able to get that ball down the floor, and really when they do, the Quakers have not done a good job of getting back in transition. Hutchison drives, powers it up, and scores. That was all Darrell that time. And again, Stallings will push it down the floor for the Engineers. Quakers unable to set anything up, as here's Sheath. Out front now to Combs. He'll swing it right side to Stallings. Down the lane, Imoni. Stallings skip past to Sheath at the left elbow. 11 on the shot clock. Sheath, high post now to Combs. Combs back to Sheath. Sheath, entry pass will find Whitaker. Whitaker turns, and an offensive foul on Whitaker. That'll be the fourth turnover now by Rose-Hulman. Whitaker picks up his second. Sacaleros coming in for the Quakers. Blake Bonin coming back in for Earlham as well. 5:33 remaining here in the first half. Quaker basketball down by 20. Well, the key right now, try to get it if you can to 10. That's going to be hard to do, but get it to 10 for halftime. Here's Bonin. Bonin stops. Entry pass. Hutchison, layup good. Nice pass. And Hutch with now 5 points. Blake Bonin gets the assist, and the Quakers down 35-17. Stallings will find Eli Combs. Imoni with the basketball. He's been quiet over the last couple of possessions. Now it'll be Sheath working it left side now to Whitaker. Down low to Combs. Spins, misses, and the rebound to Topalovic. Quakers trying to run. Here's Bonin. Will find Topalovic. Fires the three. No. Long rebound, Stallings. Only 5'6", gets the rebound. Shortest player on the floor. Imoni with the basketball. Back out to Stallings. Stallings stops. He'll find Sheath. His three-pointer way off the mark, and the rebound by Hutchison. Outlet pass, Wilson Thomas. Here's the right-hand dribble, and a foul called on Stallings. and he just picked up his second. Couple of changes now for Rose-Hulman at 4:34 to go here in the first half. Back in the ball game will be Wojcik, and also coming into the ball game will be Zarnecki. And here is Elijah Wilson-Thomas at the line. Also coming in will be Kyle Steckel, the 5'11 junior out of Jerseyville, Illinois. And Wilson-Thomas, one of the top free throw shooters in the country at 90%. And the free throw is good. He was the leading free throw shooter last year in Division III basketball. 35-18. Again, 4:34 to go. Key again, get this down to 10 if you can, or as close to 10. Psychologically, that's going to help this ball club in the second half. Wilson-Thomas with both free throws. 10 points now by Elijah. And the Quakers down 35-19. Here's Steckel looking to set things up. Imoni with a basketball against Topalovic on the right wing. There's your screen by Zarnecki, and Imoni pulls up. That one in and out. Offensive rebound, Sheath, and he's going to get fouled by Sakaleros. He just picked up his second. Another offensive rebound by Rose-Hulman. Right now in the rebounding department, 15-9, but so far there have been 4 big offensive rebounds by Rose-Hulman here in the first half. Sheath at the line, free throw good. He now has 9. Bailey Stewart will come back in for the Quakers, so Sakaleros will sit down. Quakers get a little bit smaller right now. Topalovic at about 6'4", and Daryl Hutchison, and he might be 6'3". Second free throw good by Sheath. 37-19. Now a little zone trap put together here by Rose-Hulman. Bonin across the timeline will flip the ball now to Bailey Stewart. Cross-court pass. Step back, Elijah Wilson-Thomas. Three-pointer no good. Topalovic with a rebound. He has it blocked, and a block shot by Zarnecki. They'll call a jump ball, and the possession arrow will go in favor of the Quakers, though they now will lose that arrow. 3:57 to go in the first half. Bonin will inbound. Hutchison on the left wing. Guarded there by Zarnecki. And now Bonin will reset things for the Quakers. Wilson-Thomas sets the high screen for Bonin. Drives down the lane. Layup good with a right hand. Nice move by Blake Bonin. Blake gets his first 2. And quickly back the other way come the Engineers. Zarnecki will find Imoni. Imoni stops, kicks it back outside now to Wojcik. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay Rose-Hulman basketball. 3:30 remaining in the first half. 37-21. Rose-Hulman up by 16. By the way, Imoni, just a sophomore, played his high school basketball at Terre Haute North. Steckel with the basketball, brings it back across the timeline, guarded by Bonin. Imoni with the basketball, 1 dribble. Now we'll find Wojcik. Backdoor cut, Steckel, nothing there. Wojcik against Stewart. Step back, three-pointer on the way, missed it. Rebound, Wilson-Thomas. Wilson-Thomas quickly gets it out of there, now gives it up to Bonin. Bonin now with the right hand, looking right, goes left to Wilson-Thomas. Entry pass to Hutchison. He starts to power it up and has it stripped out of his hands. That was Wojcik getting the steal. Wojcik back the other way, almost lost it on the baseline. Drives in the lane, and will they count it? Yes. Basket is good, and a foul against the Quakers. So Bonin picks up the foul. And for Blake, that's going to be his first, and a chance for a three-point play now for Colin Wojcik. Back in the ball game will be Michael Lake, the 6'2 freshman out of Cincinnati, now for Rose-Hulman. And the free throw's on the way, and it is good. So the three-point play, that's a big one right there. Quakers, boy, they needed to at least stop the Engineers from getting a bucket right there, and they ended up with a three-point play, and now the Quakers with just 2:46 down by 19. Here's Bonin. Offensive foul, and who did they get? Elijah Wilson-Thomas on the moving screen. So he will come out of the ball game, and Kamari Hunter will come back in. So Elijah again with number 2. That'll be team foul number 6 on the Quakers. Right now, Rose-Hulman with 8 team fouls. Steckel with the basketball with a left-hand dribble. Gives it off now to Wojcik on the high post, guarded by Stewart. Wojcik making a one-on-one move. Gets double-teamed, bounces, and stolen away by Topalovic. Here come the Quakers. Hunter to Hutchison. Hutchison down the lane. Bucket good. Quakers able to turn that turnover into points. And Darrell now with 7. 17-point lead, 2:11 to go. With the basketball is Lake, and we have a foul away from the ball. Well, they're going to get Bailey Stewart. He just picked up his second. 2:08 remaining, and we head to the free throw line. That's the 7th team foul, and Colin Wojcik will go to the line here for Rose-Hulman. And the free throw's up and good. Boy, it must be nice to bring somebody off the bench that averages 14 points per game, a senior. How rare is it that a senior would maybe take the back seat to an underclassman and come off the bench, but that is what this young man has done right here. Second free throw on the way and short. Ball is tipped. Kamari Hunter with a rebound. So now the Quakers, with just 2 minutes remaining, try to close the gap to Topalovic. Nice spin. Gives it off now to Stewart. Stewart with a right hand. Looks inside and out the elbow. Hutchison out front. Here's Bonin with the basketball. Shot clock at 12. Bonin looking for the roll. Bonin stops in the lane. Shot is on the way. No. Rebound Imoni. And here come the Engineers. Steckel quickly across the 10-second line. Out the right elbow. 1:37 to go. Imoni guarded by Topalovic. Once again, here's Wojcik. He'll find Lake. Steckel looking inside to Imoni. Doesn't give it to him. Brings it back outside now to Lake. Here is Wojcik down the lane. Shot is on the way. Got it. Off-balance jumper. Nice basket by Wojcik. And the Quakers down by 20 once again. 1:10 remaining here in the first half. Here's Bailey Stewart driving with the left hand. We'll find Darrell. His shot good from the baseline. Darrell Hutchison stepping out on the perimeter and getting his 9th point of the night. 55 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's Steckel. They'll reverse it now to Imoni. Gets the screen there by Zarnecki. Bypasses that screen. Gets double teamed, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Topalovic for the Quakers. Eli Combs will come in. Wojcik will sit down. 15 on the shot clock, 44.5 on the game clock. And again, Rose inbounding right in front of the Quaker bench. Entry pass Zarnecki, and he will spin, and a foul called, and they may get Hutch as Darrell picks up his first. But we will head to the free throw line. Here's John Zarnecki. 3 points by Zarnecki so far tonight. And the first one is on the way, missed it. That was the front end of the 1-and-1. 37 seconds remaining. And it'll be Hunter with the basketball now for the Quakers. Hutchison sets the high screen. Here's Topalovic off the pass. His jumper good. That'll be a three-point basket and a much-needed bucket there for the Quakers. Topalovic now with 5. 18 seconds, so the shot clock is off, and we'll see Rose-Hulman play for the final shot here in the first half. 8 seconds remaining. Here's the drive by Steckel, and the wave off the shot, and a foul called on the Quakers, and they may have gotten Hutchison again. So Darrell just picked up his second, and that will put Kyle Steckel at the line. Quakers make a change as Darrell will sit down, and Elijah Wilson-Thomas back in with 4.1 seconds to go. Sheath will come back in for the Engineers, and that will give Imoni a chance to sit down. So here's Steckel at the line, averaging 2.5 points per game. And he missed that free throw badly. Bailey Stewart able to run down the loose basketball. 1 second and a heave at midcourt. And that will come up short. And we have made it to halftime. Well, Rose-Hulman pretty much commanding this ball game from the very beginning. And we'll come back in a couple of moments on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers down in this one, 43-28. This is Earlham basketball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com. Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
The Sports Game Changer is now in Richmond. This is Troy Darengowski. If you want sports coverage you can count on, look to RadioTroy.com. We'll have everything from the Red Devils to the Pacers and Colts, and don't forget IU and Purdue. Also check out our play-by-play coverage of high school and college athletics and the daily sports page. We are the Game Changer. Radio Troy Digital Sports and RadioTroy.com.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Back once again here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. It is halftime. Quakers down in this one, 43-28. Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Square Donuts of Richmond. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or a midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. Enjoy those huge cinnamon rolls or any of the other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and more. And, of course, grab those award-winning glazed donuts, voted the #1 donut in the entire state. Proud to be your favorite donut shop and home to the best donuts in town, the only squares around, Square Donuts of Richmond. By the way, don't forget you can follow live stats along with us at GoEarlham.com. Let's give you those first half numbers. We'll start first off with Rose-Hulman. They finished, and actually, I tell you what, they shot pretty well, 59%. They were 16 of 27 in the first half, 6 of 12 from three-point range, and 5 of 11 from the free throw line, just 5 turnovers. They had 14 points off turnover, 16 rebounds, 4 of those offensive boards, 10 assists, 2 steals in the first half, and 15 bench points. They also had 10 second chance points and 18 points in the paint. Imoni led the way with 12, Wojcik with 11, Sheath with 10, McGrail with 3, Zarnecki with 3, Callahan and Whitaker each with 2 points. For the Quakers in the first half, they were 10 of 25, good enough for 40% in that first half. 2 of 7 from three-point range. That was good enough for 29%. From the free throw line, the Quakers were 6 of 7, 8 turnovers. They finished with 14 total rebounds, 3 of those offensive, 6 assists, 1 steal, and also in the first half, 7 bench points, 7 second chance points, 12 points in the paint, and they also finished with 2 fast break points. Elijah Wilson-Thomas, 10 points, leading the Quakers. Dale Hutchison with 9. Alex Topolovich with 5. Bailey Stewart, Blake Bonin, each with 2 in the first half. So those are your first half numbers as the Quakers trail it 43-28. We'll get you an update on what's going on in college basketball and much more. Stay right there as our halftime report continues. This is Earlham Men's Basketball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
I am your physician.
I am your caregiver.
I'm your spiritual support.
I'm here to help you be independent
and achieve your optimal health.
But I am also a cancer survivor.
I am living with diabetes.
I am a chef.
And an artist.
I am your neighbor.
I am the face of Reed Health.
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 Reed Health, right beside you.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto and business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, Richmond Power & Light is advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. For more information on Richmond Power & Light, go to their website at rp-l.com. Richmond Power & Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
Earlhamites, staying connected with the college is easy thanks to your alumni office. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, access the alumni directory on Earlham's online portal, read the Earlhamite magazine, and visit us online. We're here for you. Go Quakers!
It is halftime here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. Great to have you with us on a Wednesday night for HCAC basketball. Let's get you caught up on some of the games going on around the country in men's top 25 play. Number 6, Baylor. They're just underway in the second half. They're now leading Oklahoma State. That score 43-38. Two other games underway in the second half. Number 14, Florida State leading North Carolina State 54-38. Also in the second half, number 24, Xavier now leading DePaul 63-51. Ninth-rated Arizona home against Stanford tonight. Number 11, Cincinnati takes on Central Florida. and 13th rated West Virginia. They're on the road at Oklahoma. Women's college basketball, one game completed earlier. Number 21 Michigan, they beat Purdue 72-62. And in the third quarter now, East Carolina leading number 22 South Florida 52-48. In the NBA, a couple of games, in fact, several games are now underway at halftime. Pacers lead the Cavaliers 63-57. Pacers, I believe, looking for their fifth win in a row. San Antonio at halftime leading Philadelphia 58-51. In the second quarter, Atlanta leading Denver 43-36. Also in the second quarter, the Lakers and the Pistons tied at 33. Washington on top of Brooklyn in the second quarter, 37-27. Games just underway, Utah and New Orleans, Miami, Milwaukee, Minnesota and Toronto, the Knicks and the Clippers, and Phoenix and Memphis. Later tonight, Chicago is at Golden State, and Boston will play at Sacramento. And one game just getting it away now in the NHL, Chicago and Minnesota. Again, they just started that contest. Second half is coming up in just a few moments. We're at halftime. Quakers trail Rose-Hulman 43-28. This is Earlham basketball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sport.
Built in 1923, Trueblood Fieldhouse received a renovation in 1999 when the Athletics and Wellness Center was added to campus. Named after Edwin P. Trueblood, class of 1885, the Fieldhouse served as the home for Quaker indoor athletics and physical education from 1923 to 1999. Today, a multi-purpose floor allows for athletic teams to practice indoors as well as intramural competition to occur. A basketball practice court and indoor golf studio were added in 2016 to allow both Earlham's basketball programs and golf teams to practice on natural surface indoors. A track on the second floor of the facility allows for walking and running.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com. It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank, a bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We are ready for the second half, and as you know, when you get into the locker room, and especially when you're behind, you have to make some huge adjustments. And the Quakers down in this one, 43-28. They've got to find a way to keep this thing going from a standpoint of getting points on the board. They just didn't score very consistently. And Daryl Hutchison, your team's leading scorer, he had been held scoreless for quite some time in that first half, finally coming on with 9 points, but it took him a while. The Quakers were down by 20 probably about the time he got rolling, so they're going to need to get him going, but he also picked up his second foul right before the half, so that'll be a huge key. Elijah Wilson-Thomas and Bailey Stewart also with 2 apiece. Wade Stallings has 2, and J.T. Whitaker and also Nick McGrail with 2 fouls each. So what adjustments are made at halftime? We'll find out right now. Alex Topolovich is going to start the second half, as will Bailey Stewart, Daryl Hutchison, Blake Bonin, and Elijah Wilson-Thomas. So Sheath will put it in play. Here's Stallings. Stallings against Bonin as the Quakers will stay man-to-man. Screen trying to get Imoni loose, draws the double team, kicks it outside as McGrail works it to Stallings. Down on the low block, here's the turn by Zarnecki, kicks it inside, layup good. Nice ball movement as McGrail gets the bucket. And I'll tell you what, this is a pretty good basketball team the Quakers are playing tonight. They may not have played well early, but they're playing well at about the right time. Here's Bailey Stewart. Topolovich way out front. Topolovich guarded there by Zarnecki. Now it'll be Elijah Wilson-Thomas working it to Bonin. Bonin gets the screen from Hutchison. Bonin driving down the lane, gets cut off, finds Daryl inside. He lays it up and good. I don't know how he got that pass in there, but Daryl now with 11. And the Quakers trail it now 45-30. Here's Sheath with the basketball at the right elbow, guarded there by Wilson-Thomas. Here's Stallings. Nice pass inside, down the lane. Sheath scores. Well, you can't trail the offensive player like that. And Sheath able to get inside as he beat Elijah Wilson-Thomas to the spot. Sheath now with 12. One of 3 players in double figures, and that'll be a foul on Hutchison. Quakers turn it over, and then Daryl reaching out and committing his 3rd foul. That's a big foul right there on Hutchison. So now the Quakers down by 17. Here is Stallings. Imoni with the basketball, guarded by Topolovich. Cutting down the lane is McGrail. Imoni looking inside, nothing available. Back to Zarnecki. Once again, it'll be Imoni. Imoni with the right hand, skip pass to Stallings. Wide open 3, good. Stallings gets his first basket. And the Quakers down by 20 once again. Earlham just cannot find a way to get a break so far in this one here tonight as Bonin gives off now to Stewart. Topolovich at the left elbow. Bounces now to Hutchison on the left wing. Hutch out beyond the three-point line. Doesn't even look at the basket. Goes to Bonin out front. Swings it to Stewart. Stewart shot fake. Drives left hand. And what do we have? A blocking foul. That'll go against Zarnecki. So Zarnecki will pick up his first. And Bailey Stewart at the line now for the Quakers. Stewart will have 2 shots. Bailey with 2 points and misses the free throw. Bailey Stewart on the season just 50% from the line, which is a little bit unusual. Second free throw by Stewart, who hasn't been there very much. He'll get 1 of 2, so he stays with his average. And the Quakers back down by 19. 17:50 to go. And Rose-Hulman basketball. Here's Sheath. Cutting down the lane, Imoni. Back outside now to McGrail. McGrail with the right hand, looking to Imoni. Back to Stallings. Stallings will work it to Imoni. I'm only trying to get McGrail inside. They'll work it back out front again to Stallings. Stallings with 6 on the shot clock. Here's McGrail once again. Entry pass will find Zarnecki. Turns, fires off the glass, and got it. Well, there you go. You have good ball movement. You can work that clock down to 0. And they have not committed very many turnovers tonight. They've been very fundamental, speaking to Rose-Hulman. Here's Bailey Stewart, top of the key, drives with the right hand, stops. Now to Hutchison, baseline shot on the way, no good. And the rebound by Sheath. Quick outlet pass Stallings up the left sideline. Stallings down the lane, looks underneath, too hard that time for McGrail, goes out of bounds. Wojcik will come back in. I was just mentioning how fundamentally sound they are. They don't turn it over a whole lot, even 13 on the season, but Stallings trying to push the ball a little bit quicker than what McGrail was used to as it goes out of bounds. McGrail coming out of the ball game. We mentioned Wojcik has come in. Here is Bonin down now to Hutchison. Hutchison on the low block, stripped by Stallings. Turnover Quakers, number 10. Here is Sheath bouncing inside Imoni, layup good. And that might have been waved off. That's an offensive goaltending. That's a pretty good call there. Zarnecki reached up and got his hand around the rim when the basketball had not gone in. So take the 2 points away from Imoni. So now you know that Zarnecki owes Imoni a basket someplace. 16:25 to go. Bonin on the high post now to Hutchison. Gets the screen from Topalovic. 15-footer. Rims in and out. Rebound once again Imoni. And here come the Fighting Engineers once again. Stallings to Imoni. Imoni stops, looks to his right, and gets drilled by Topalovic. Alex forgot. We're playing basketball, not soccer. Alex out of Belgrade, Serbia. We of course, had Alex for a year at Richmond High School. By the way, Darrell coming out of the ball game, and Eldasugi coming in. Here's Sheath, guarded by Wilson Thomas. Slip screen that time by Zarnecki. Sheath, top of the key, looking back to his left. Here's a three-point shot. That one is no good, as Wojcik can't get it to fall, and Eldasugi there for the rebound for the Quakers. Now it'll be Bonin. 52-31, 15:45 to go here in the second half. Eldasugi, well, this is going to be Wilson Thomas, lost it. Started to drive, lost it, 11 turnovers. Here's Stallings. Stallings down the lane, left-hand layup good. Wade Stallings, the veteran. He now has 5, hit a three-pointer a few moments ago, 54-31. Here's Eldasugi out on the high post. We'll give it up now to Wilson Thomas. Skip pass to Bonin in the corner. Three-pointer on the way. Rims in and out again. Quakers, that basket has not been kind to the Quakers. Here's Stallings once again. Stallings stops. Feeds down on the baseline. Once again, Wojcik with a basketball. Nothing available. Back outside once again to Imoni. Imoni will find Stallings. Stallings looking left, now right. In the corner, it is Sheath trying to enter that pass down low to Zarnecki. Goes out of bounds. And it will stay right here, and it will continue to be Rose-Hulman basketball with 10 on the shot clock. Steckel coming back in for Rose-Hulman. Michael Lake will come back in. And Lake will inbound from the baseline. Lobs inside. Back once again to Lake. Lake, basket good, and he's fouled. And Bailey Stewart picks up the foul. That was a nice lob inside. They got it to Wojcik, and that was a great play by Lake just to come in. And everybody forgot he was there. Bailey Stewart with his third. Sakaleros will come in. Quakers will bring Kamari Hunter in. And Michael Lake will try to complete the three-point play. It's on the way and good. So now the Quakers down by 26. Here's Bonin with the basketball. Wilson Thomas back outside to Eldasugi. Will bounce it now to Hunter. Hunter at the left wing, back out front once again to Wilson Thomas. Sakaleros on the high post, hands off to Eldasugi. 10 on the shot clock. Eldasugi in the lane, finds Bonin in the corner. He'll try another three. This one's no good. Rebound Eldasugi, reverse layup counted. Nice job by Tariq El-Dasugi. And he gets his first two. Back the other way, Amoni for three. And yet another one as Imoni gets another three. He has 15 and a timeout on the floor. It'll be a 30-second timeout, I believe, by Rose-Hulman, and it is. We'll take a timeout as well. Quakers on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard trail this one 60-33.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Well, following the timeout, it'll be Quaker basketball as Blake Bonin brings it across the 10-second line. Here's Wilson Thomas now to Hunter. Hunter looking left. Here's El-Dasugi. One dribble to Sacaleros, top of the key. Shovels the pass now to Bonin. Bonin with the left hand. Rolling is Sacaleros. Got underneath the basket. Layup good. Sacaleros did a nice job retrieving the basketball. Gets his first 2 points. Quakers down 60-35. Once again in the ballgame, Eli Combs will check in. Here's Michael Lake on the drive. Lake lost it. Turnover, Rose-Hulman. Here is Hunter. Hunter with the basketball, drives and scores. Nice job by Kamari Hunter. Quakers get two straight. Kamari gets his first two, and the Quakers down 60-37. Steckel back outside once again to Wojcik. Wojcik nearly loses a handle, finds Lake at the left elbow. And we have a foul call. And I think that's going to go against, is that going to be El-Dasugi? Yep. Tariq El-Dasugi picks up the foul. That's going to be his first. Got a change here as we will see Ryuji Aoki come in. Aoki played in the first half. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. Wojcik with the basketball. On the right side now to Combs. Here's Steckel straight away guarded by Bonin. Aoki looking underneath, nothing there. Wojcik coming off the screen, fires and hits it. Wojcik gets another three-pointer. 14 points now by Wojcik. And a 63-37 with 12:50 to go. And the lob pass intended for Sacaleros goes out of bounds, and the Quakers turn it over. Earlham will peel back. They don't even show the half-court trap they were playing with earlier. They're going to fall back into a straight man-to-man. Steckel with the basketball here for the Engineers, and they're in full command of this one. Here's Lake beyond the three-point line. Wojcik on the low post. Skips outside now to Steckel. Steckel back to Wojcik on the right wing, guarded there by Sacaleros. Aoki posting up underneath, doesn't get it. And he'll go back outside now to Steckel. Here's Aoki. In the lane is Combs, and we've got another foul on El-Dasugi. So Tariq picks up his second. LeJay Kelly will come in. This game, by the way, about still 12:22 to go. Our camera person has to study tonight for something called calculus. Is that what you're doing? We'll explain that later. Aoki on the drive on the baseline. Reverse layup good. Aoki, nice move on the baseline. Good job by Aoki. Quakers down 65-37. LeJay Kelly with the basketball to Bonin. Now to Hunter. Hunter again playing with the flu tonight. We'll find Bonin in the right corner. Three on the way. Caught it. So Bonin and the Quakers pull now to within 25. They've got a long way to go. Wojcik will find Lake. Guarded there by Stallings, who has checked in for the Quakers. Aoki back outside to Wojcik. On the left side to Lake. Here is the three-pointer on the way. Good. Once again, Wojcik. 17 by Colin Wojcik, averaging 13.5, and the Quakers down 68-40. Here's Kamari Hunter. Looks for the screen from Sakaleros. Hunter gives off now to LeJay Kelly, 16-footer. That one's missed. And the tip by Stallings back to Sakaleros. Short jumper, counted. Second chance there for the Quakers, and Sakaleros has 4. Steckel with the basketball. We'll see a couple of changes now. Wojcik out front. Aoki with the ball now against Hunter. Aoki looking inside will find Wojcik. He traveled with it. Good call there. 8th turnover by Rose-Hulman. And Stallings coming in. J.T. Whitaker will come in again for Rose-Hulman. Luke Callahan will come in. And also Trey Sykes will come in. We've got a timeout on the floor. And it will be a full timeout called this time by the Quakers. And the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers down in this one, 68-42.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Well, the Quakers a long way to go in this one, 10:56 to go, but they're down 68-42, and every challenge that the Quakers have attempted to make tonight, I'll tell you what, Rose-Hulman has answered. So now it'll be Quaker basketball, Bonin against Stallings. Sakaleros on the right side, bouncing now to LeJay Kelly. Kelly just outside the block, kicks it back outside to Bailey Stewart for 3, missed it. The rebound battled for. LeJay Kelly nearly picks up the foul. It'll be Rose-Hulman basketball. Sykes will get it off now to Stallings. Stallings underneath now to Whitaker. Whitaker double teamed, one dribble out of it. Here's Sykes reversing it. Lake for 3, counted. Well, I tell you what, they've just played well. And you cannot deny what they've done tonight. Good ball movement. They've rebounded, turned it over very little. 70-42, and they've just had the Quakers' number here tonight. Sakaleros reverses it now to Bonin, gets the screen by Sakaleros. 16-footer, counted. So Blake Bonin with the basket. He now has 7. Here's Stallings. Skip pass to Lake. Shot fake. Drives. Will find on the right side Callahan. Back outside to Sykes. And once again, they'll find Callahan. Here's Trey Sykes. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Stallings of Earlham. By the way, Trey Sykes out of Houston, Texas. Went to Bay Area Christian. And that's nearly over and back. Good job by Stallings as he works against Bonin. Ball nearly lost on the sideline. Here's Sykes with the left hand. Back out to Lake. He'll drive, and a blocking foul against the Quakers. That may be LeJay Kelly. So we go to the free throw line. Here's Michael Lake. Lake is out of Cincinnati, went to Oak Hills High School. 2-shot foul here for Lake. 5 points by Lake off the bench. Make it 6. Now the Quakers will have to regroup for their next contest as they will travel to Hanover. Second free throw is good. And the Quakers down. Well, they got 72 on the board. I have 73. We'll change it to 72 until they tell me different. 72-44, 9:23 to go. Kelly down in the low block. Stallings will find Sakaleros. Down to be Bailey Stewart. Stewart passes up the screen, takes it baseline. Will be fouled by Michael Lake. So still 9:14 to go. As we mentioned, the Quakers will travel to Hanover Saturday, Bluffton next Wednesday. Their final game of the season against Mount St. Joe, February 18th. Here's Kenneth Stallings. His jumper good. Stallings gets on the board. He now has 5. And once again, Rose-Hulman basketball. Lake out front. Here is J.T. Whitaker. Entry pass intended for Callahan. Stolen away by Bailey Stewart. Stewart will find Bonin. Three-pointer rims in and out. Boy, we've had several of those here tonight. Whitaker with a rebound. He decides to throw it out of bounds. He went for Wade Stallings. But a turnover there for Rose-Hulman. Hulman trying now to go to 11-11 on the season, 9-6 in conference play. As we mentioned, 3 teams have clinched. And if Rose wins this one, nothing that Bluffton and Manchester can do. They would have to hope that Transylvania will lose tonight against Mount St. Joe. Here's Stewart driving. He got tripped up. And they're going to call that foul on Trey Sykes. So Sykes will pick up the first. That's only the 3rd team foul now on Rose-Hulman. And Blake Bonin will inbound from the baseline. Here's Stewart on the left wing. Guarded there by Lake. They're trying to get it inside to LeJay Kelly. This one shot and missed short by the Quakers. That was Bailey Stewart on the shot. And that ball kicked out of bounds by Stewart. .24 on the shot clock. And Trey Sykes will inbound. May see most of the starters, other than Stallings right here, no longer come back into the ball game with a big 72-46 lead with 8 minutes remaining. Stallings will find Lake. Lake guarded by Sakaleros. In the corner to Sykes. Sykes driving with 9 on the shot clock. Dumps it off now to Whitaker. Back outside the Lake. Around the perimeter now to Sykes. Three-pointer good. Well, you can just say good shot. There's not much you can do about that. Again, good ball movement once again for Rose-Hulman. Here's Stallings now for the Quakers. Kelly way outside the block. Now puts his arm down and gets the bucket to go as he ducks that shoulder. And LeJay Kelly with his first 2, 75-48. Rose-Hulman not in as much of a hurry as they were earlier. Don't need to be, as that ball knocked out of bounds, intended for Sykes. Kenneth Stallings able to knock that one away. Hutchison will come back in for the Quakers. And also coming in will be Hunter. Aoki will come in now for Rose-Hulman. Also back in the ball game will be Kyle Steckel. Rose-Hulman with 10 on the shot clock. Sykes and Stallings with the steal. Quakers back the other way. Kamari Hunter running the floor, gets the layup. Hunter, by the way, as we mentioned, playing with a flu tonight. He has 4. Steckel against Bailey Stewart. Back in the ball game is Aoki. As we mentioned, Aoki out of Long Grove, Illinois, now with the basketball. Gives it back outside to Steckel. Aoki once again, 10 on the shot clock. Right side to Sykes. Entry pass. Here is J.T. Whitaker off the pass by Callahan, and we've got a foul call against the Quakers. Well, Darrell just picked up his 4th, so Hutchison now with 4 fouls. Darrell with just 2 points in the second half, 11 overall. And here's J.T. Whitaker. And Whitaker there for 2. 6:36 remaining. Elijah Wilson-Thomas coming back in. I was going to help our camera person study for that calculus test. But as I reminded her, when they put letters in it, I stopped doing math. Second free throw is good. Then she started telling me about probabilities and all this other stuff, and I was messed up. We're going to get you to that homework here in a minute. 77-50. I reminded her I was a 4.0 student in college. Here's Hutchison. in the lane. Feeds off now to LeJay Kelly. Short jumper is short. And the rebound by Whitaker, and Whitaker again throws it out of bounds. Another change now for Rose-Hulman. We'll see John Ritchie come in. Ritchie's out of Stockbridge, Georgia, a 6'4" junior. So Rose will get some playing time for many of their players coming off the bench, and they're going to win here tonight. 6:13 remaining. Kamari Hunter will give it off now to Elijah Wilson-Thomas. Stallings now to Hutchison at the left elbow. Out top now to Kelly. Will give it off to Hunter. Hunter with the left hand. Look for the roll. Nothing there. Stallings will find LeJay. LeJay working one-on-one against Ritchie. Left hand shot good. So LeJay Kelly now with 4. And the Quakers down 77-52. Here's Callahan working at left side, and that one off the fingertips of Steckel. And just a loss of concentration right here by Rose-Hulman. And you would expect that when you're up as big as you are at this point in the ball game. Luke Callahan will come out. Trey Sykes also coming out of the ball game. Quaker basketball, let's see, they have brought back into the ball game Michael Lake. Lake, the 6'2" freshman out of Cincinnati, checking back in. 5:35 to go. Here's Kelly, top of the key. Hands off. Nope, he's going to keep it himself. Drives. He got bumped. Late whistle. Ritchie picks up the foul. And that's going to put the Quakers at the line. LeJay Kelly will shoot 2. Quakers will lose their 16th game of the year. They've won 6, which most fans would say that's not a huge deal, but for Earlham basketball, that's a huge deal. It's been a long time since they've won 6 games. Second free throw's on the way and good, so LeJay Kelly gets both. This team has made progress this year. Now it's just a matter of building on this season. But again, Bluffton is next. That's a winnable ball game, though it won't be easy at Bluffton. And then Mount St. Joe, a team that is qualified for the playoffs. That'll be senior day. Aoki entry pass now to Ritchie. Ritchie right hand, good. Ritchie with his first 2. And the Quakers, with just under 5 minutes remaining, trail this one 79-54. Elijah Wilson-Thomas now to Topalovic, who's coming to the ball game. Hutchison, short jumper, no. And the long rebound, Steckel. So the Engineers will slow things up and get back into the half-court offense. This is a young basketball team, and if everybody comes back for the Quakers, and I don't know what they're going to do recruiting-wise, but they don't have very many holes to fill. And probably not very many roster spots either. Aoki with a jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, Lake, and a fresh 30 now for Rose-Hulman. Quakers will stay 2-3 zone. We have seen the Quakers, in fact, a 30-second timeout called right here by Rose-Hulman. We will take a timeout as well. Quakers trail this one on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 79.
I am your physician.
I am your caregiver.
I am your spiritual support.
I am here to help you be independent and achieve your optimal health.
But I am also a cancer survivor.
I am living with diabetes.
I am a chef.
And an artist.
I am your neighbor.
I am the face of Reed Health.
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 Reed Health, right beside you.
Rose-Hulman getting the timeout with 4:06 remaining. By the way, that game on February 18th, that is a 3 o'clock start time. If I'm not mistaken, that'll be a men's and women's doubleheader. Steckel on the drive. He gets tripped up. I think it was Kamari Hunter who went down first. And they'll get Kamari for the foul. That is his first, I believe, team foul number 8, and that'll put Steckel at the line. Steckel 0 for 1. He had a 1-and-1 opportunity in the first half. I want to remind you once again, check out all the Earlham sports news on GoEarlham.com. Mitch Blankenspore will have all the latest Earlham news, statistics, and more, plus photos from tonight's game and the box score, and everything will be reported for you later tonight. Second free throw is no good, and I believe that rebounding foul called on John Ritchie. Take that back, Josh Ritchie. Want to get upset for the fans down in Stockbridge, Georgia, the home of one of the largest mining factories in the world. Here is Kamari Hunter from 14. Got the roll. If you're in Stockbridge, Georgia, they know that I don't even know what I'm talking about on that one. Aoki, entry pass will find Whitaker. Whitaker spins, right hand, jump hook, no. And the rebound by LeJay Kelly. Here's Kamari Hunter. Back to Kelly. Kelly got away with a walk. Now drives, and they'll get him on the second one. I believe they did. If I'm not mistaken, General Lee went through Stockbridge, Georgia at one time. I think. Here's Aoki. 3:17 remaining. I'm running out of material. It's getting really low now. Aoki goes to the line. Foul's going to be called on Alex Topolovich. He picked up his second. Well, I've refused now to talk any further about computer science and, all that stuff. Did I tell you I had a 4.0 in college? Did I tell you that last time? Okay. Second free throw is good. And I wanted to ask her before I get back, why do they put numbers in mathematics but they don't put numbers in the alphabet? That makes no sense. And I didn't get an answer. Here's Kelly. And the ball loose, picked up by El Dasugi in the right corner. Here's Topolovich, shot fake, drives, loses it in the lane. Ball is loose. Kelly had it for a moment. Aoki picks it up, and he'll drive the other way, and he gets tripped. Ouch! He went down hard and hits his head on the floor. And you don't need to be a mathematician to know that hurts. Yeah, I thought about, I was going to do pre-med, or was it pre-law? They're both the same, so it didn't matter. Aoki at the line. Free throws on the way, and no good. 2:48 remaining in this one. By the way, remind me to tell you about the 3 rings of marriage, too, okay? See, that can be an influence on young people of the world. You do want to know about the 3 rings of marriage, right? Okay. Second free throw is good. By the way, Quakers make a change. We'll see Mitchell Parker come in, a 6'1 freshman out of Peoria, Illinois. Parker will wear number 25. Wilson Thomas gets the screen from LeJay Kelly. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay right here with 2:38 to go. I would feel amiss if I didn't share my vast knowledge with everyone else. I mean, what fair is that to the world? I was given wisdom for a reason. Here's Kelly. LeJay, step back, shot on the way, good. LeJay Kelly showing his range. Kelly now with 8. By the way, we'll be naming the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game as that ball goes out of bounds. We'll stay right here. and the Subway sub of the game coming up as well. John Sacaleros and Sanborn, Thomas Sanborn coming back in. By the way, Gary Ulrich has come in now for Rose-Hulman, a 6-foot senior. Little jump hook again on the way. This time Whitaker connects. 85-58 down to the 2-minute mark. Here's LeJay Kelly, and we've got a lot of shoving going on, and they got Sykes, I believe, against El Dasugi. So now the Quakers will inbound from the baseline. Mitchell Parker. Parker, by the way, I think he's only played in 2 games this year, and there's a turnover. So just his 3rd game of the year for Parker. Here's Ulrich. Richie on the left wing beyond the 3-point line. Entry pass intended there for, looked like that might have been J.T. Whitaker, but knocked away by LeJay Kelly. And guess who is in the ballgame? Jacob Mosher out of Orlando, Florida. And I don't think Jacob, he's only played 1 game this year. Here's a 3-pointer up and good by Ulrich. See if Mosher can get a shot off. Here is Parker on the drive. Sanborn in the corner, good. Sanborn for 3. 1:30 to go. I'm telling you one thing for sure, if I'm either Parker or Mosher, I'm shooting the basketball. That shot missed by Richie, and he goes back up for a second attempt. He got fouled on the first one. They let that one go. So Mosher will pick up the foul, so he's in the scorebook. That's the good news. And here is Josh Richie. We called him John earlier, but it's Josh. Sometimes they call me Roy. Sometimes they call me Troy. They'll call me late for something. Second free throw is on the way. It is good. And Rose-Hulman has hit the 90-point mark tonight. So the Quakers with the basketball. Last couple of possessions of this one. And the ball loose, and a turnover for the Quakers. Sykes, lead pass, layup good. Richie. (92-61). We've made it under a minute to go on this one. It has been really Rose-Hulman from the very beginning. Parker stops, fires, and misses, but he's fouled by Sykes. And if you're the head coach, Rusty Lloyd, for Rose-Hulman, why even bother challenging a shot like that? It makes no sense. Here's Parker at the line. I'm going to give him 3 shots right here. Quakers tonight will have certainly not shot as well as they had hoped, but still not bad when it was all said and done at 48%. But on the other side of the ledger, this is a Rose-Hulman team that shot 68% the last time. Guess what they're shooting tonight? 68%. Second free throw is good. It's very rare you're going to run up against a team that shoots 68% in both games, but that is what Rose-Hulman has done in both matchups here this year. Ulrich will bounce down to the ball game is Chris Shank. He's out of Terre Haute North. And a foul call away from the basketball. Parker picks up the foul, and that will put Josh Richie at the line. And they're just slowing up the homework that is need to be done for a quiz tomorrow, right? You got a calculus quiz? Yeah. That's not what it is? Your homework's different than the quiz? Okay. What's your homework doing? What are you doing homework-wise? Oh. That sounds like fun. Oh. Well, I'm glad you're doing something tonight. I don't want you going home being bored. 93-62, El Dasugi now to Parker. Parker's bound to get a point here, but he gets it blocked out of bounds by Sykes. .2 to go. Still 17 on the shot clock. Here's Sakaleros. El Dasugi kicks it back outside. Mosier for three, and he can't get it to fall, and the rebound by Ritchie, and that's pretty much going to do it. As the Quakers will fall here tonight, let's put the final on the board on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management final score. Rose-Hulman 93, Earlham 62. We'll come back and put a wrap on this one in a moment. This has been Earlham Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
As we wrap this one up here tonight, time to name the... Let me jump back here real quick as the presentation of the Munchner Cup. They do that, of course, between these two schools in the second contest of the year. The Subway sub of the game. Let's go ahead and check this real quick. And, again, you can check out all the live stats for yourself on GoEarlham.com. But the Subway sub of the game tonight, we're going to go with LeJay Kelly. Kelly, 8 points for the Quakers here this evening. 3 of 7 shooting, 2-2 from the line. He is the Subway sub of the game. And for the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game for tonight, we're going to go with Daryl Hutchison. Daryl, 11 points, 5 of 11 shooting on the night for the Quakers. So he is the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game. Quakers, again, will be on the road in their next contest as they will make that road trip again to Hanover on Saturday. They'll travel to Bluffton next Wednesday. Their next home contest, February 18th, 3 o'clock start time. We'll have it for you right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. Final score once again, Rose-Hulman 93, Earlham 62. This has been Earlham Basketball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.